Welcome to another video about my T4 Wonder Wagon big wheel. What I want to do in this video is build some sliding drawer storage for my garage area. This garage is underneath the raised bed, which is up here. You can see all about that in my vanbuild 2.0 build series. There's all the details about what I did to achieve this when we changed our configuration from a full width rock and roll bed to the two of us mainly traveling together, and so we went for a raised bed that we could keep out all the time or very easily put away. So I want to build a sliding drawer system in here to make it easier to access the Euro crates with all the different bits and pieces that we carry with us, from tools to recovery gear to camping gear, barbecue, gas bottles, sup, kayak, all sorts of things. So, drawer system needs to go in here. The idea is to attach it to these unwind rails that are already installed in the van. It was originally a community bus, so it had these fixtures in for seats and all the rest of it, and they've come in really handy, and so I've not removed them. But I've got to start with cutting wood to size. We have the narrow shelf now. This will go the full depth of the boot, and this is for the other side. So the Euro crates will go on like that. And the great thing about these Euro crates is that you can stack them on top of each other and they don't slide around. Then I screwed the two heavy-duty ball-bearing sliders to the base of the sliding drawer. Then I attached another smaller 12mm piece of plywood to the outside ball-bearing slider, which I would then attach to the one-piece floor. All of the pieces of floor and sideboards and drawers are now painted up and look fantastic in this black. You can actually still see the wood grain. That is the sliding drawer fitted, and they are secured on the side with these slimline brackets. This vertical panel will then fit over here like that. I'll affix it with a T bracket at the front, and then I'll be able to slide the slider forward like that and get access to the holes to screw that into place. I used two pieces of 12mm thick plywood to use as the sides for the modular wide drawer system, where I had the heavy duty drawer slide at the top and the utility drawer at the bottom. I used the height of the portable gas cooker to figure out how deep I wanted the utility drawer to be. Then I spaced the two heavy duty sliders so that the drawer would be able to slide out from underneath the heavy duty drawer slide above it, if that makes any kind of sense. Basically, I needed to figure out that I had the depth of the drawer right and also the space between the runners correct, so that the drawer would be able to slide in and out. Then I took another piece of 12mm plywood and cut it into 5 pieces, 4 for each side and 1 for the drawer base.
which was painted with the same black paint. That was then assembled into the lower utility drawer box. With the box drawer assembled, I cut the front and rear and the sides down to give it some shape to make it easier to pull out, and then attached the sliders so that I could assemble the drawer unit. Using the box drawer as a support, I then screwed the 25mm thick top drawer slide to the heavy duty runners to complete the module.
This is the base of the system. I'm actually going to do another video about all of the tools and everything that I carry on our longer trips, which actually stay in the van all the time. I think it might be pretty useful, so watch for that coming up in a future video. So it fits pretty well, although I have that support leg that I'm going to have to trim around. One of the big beast drawers, which I'll tell you is very, very overbuilt. Let's take that out. Now this drawer base I built with 26mm ply because I had it laying around. It is way too heavy and way too thick for what it needs to do. To make it lighter, I'm going to cut some holes in there, probably in kind of like a grid pattern, so it retains its strength. That 26mm ply is enormously strong and way overkill for something like this. 15mm or 18mm ply would have been more than sufficient for a base. Also, a word about these heavy duty runners. These are the ones that will do 250 kilos. Way too much. And they weigh an absolute ton. They'll probably never break. But the ones that I bought for this drawer, which are 100 kilos, are more than sufficient. Anyway, there's one more drawer to come. I'm going to pop it in place just so we can see how everything fits. Cool. I actually probably don't need to do any cutting except for notching the back of the floor so that it'll go around that support beam. Just another word of advice. When you buy these runners, make sure that you're buying a pair that has the locking mechanism on both sides. That is what I thought I was buying. What I received was just a locking mechanism on one side. For security, I would say that you definitely need both rails to be locked. So the idea is that I will carry the Euro crates on top of the drawers, and in that lower drawer over there is where I will carry the recovery gear and all the tools, because I just want to be able to slide that out when I need it and get access to all of the tools rather than having to shuffle stuff around. So that's going to become my man drawer, as it were. I'll probably be able to get at least 2 crates on top of each other and maybe have some space on top of it to put in another shelf to put things like the umbrellas, seats, that kind of thing. And then on that side, it's big enough to carry the fridge, but the fridge is in the kitchen. But that's also wide enough to carry Euro crates. So I can pack Euro crates in there lengthways, 40 by 60. This side is 60, so it's 80 centimeters deep. So I can get 2 crates, front and back. Yeah, baby. So now that I've got that notch in place, I can run some lines parallel to those unwind rails, so I can bolt this to the floor with some T-bolts, and that will secure it enough not to tip when the drawers are out. These are 26mm thick pieces of ply and they weigh a ton, especially with these heavy duty ball bearing runners on the side. You've probably seen what I've seen online where people cut holes
like almost like a matrix pattern. I don't know how to describe it really, where they cut not just circles but they cut triangles out of wood and retain the strength. It's going to be lighter. It is lighter for sure. It was a little bit tricky because it's narrower and the jigsaw kept going up against these rails, which I just didn't want to remove because it's a real PIA to put them in place. Not quite as tidy as the other one, but that's going to be at the back, so I'm not too worried. So that should be a bit lighter now, which it is. Not significantly, but it's lighter. Quick shortcut. I need to start assembling all the bits and pieces now. I've touched up all the edges where I've trimmed the base and the tops and the fronts of these sliding drawer uprights. So now I just need to screw it all together in stages. First this stage, then I'll add the large sliding drawer above the sliding drawer, and then I'll add the one on the side here. Fits perfectly. Let's check that the door's closed. Oh, there's literally a centimeter. Perfecto. Mundo. Now, I do have some unwound bolts coming, so I can bolt the base of the storage unit down to the unwound rails, but they are not here yet. Can you see my problem? I'm not going to be able to access that little storage pocket there underneath this cabinet and before the wheel well, and I'm going to need to get access not just for the things that I store there, but also for the bulbs, because they will blow. So I can reduce the height of this. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some measurements and see how low I can cut that. Alright, that's the sliding drawer system largely assembled now. I could in fact use it pretty much like that, but I want to put the other slider on top of that drawer over there. Ooh, this is heavy. I've got these holes lined up now with the unwound bolts underneath. So what I'm going to do is push down on the back of the storage system so the bolts push through the holes, and then I'll tighten them up with some nuts, and then I'll move on to the front ones. Yeah, it looks like they're going to line up. Yes! So I made these holes a little bit bigger than they need to be. Like that. Hopefully these nuts are not going to be too big. That's going to be perfect. All right. Alrighty then. I've got the top sliding shelf fitted now. So this goes above the lower drawer, clips in place just like that one, and then this one clips in place underneath. I need to release it, hold on. And then the bottom one slides in like that. Nice and solid. Now I can take all my gubbins, pack them in there. There you go, just like that. So I've got my jerry cans at the back there. What I'll do is I'll fit some eyes and some straps so I can hold those down in place, because I don't want those bouncing around and moving about. And then I've got gubbins here, gubbins there, and then underneath there I've got some tools, but that is a whole lot neater than it used to be. What I might do is I might fit a fixed shelf just above the height of the jerry cans to store some other stuff on, but for the time being that is a major improvement and super useful. Let me give you a demo. So currently I've got my leveling ramps in there, my breaker bar, some sockets. I've got loads of space for some more bits and pieces. I've got a little toolbox that I carry in the van. I've got a bigger toolbox that I'd carry on longer journeys, but that's a pretty good set. And I've got space in here for some parts and relays and bulbs and all that kind of stuff, which I can move from somewhere else in the van. And then if I need any of these things, this heavyweight drawer currently got these bits and pieces on it. I can secure these once again with straps. I can also stack these and store something else on here. I can pull that crate over there, put it on top of this, like that. You can see these things are pretty tough. They wobble just a little bit because of the 12mm ply, but that's what I had. This is a budget build. I'm pretty happy with that. So now this can slide back in, lock in place. I can strap these down, fix some eyelets to this to make all those bits and pieces secure, and then I've got this drawer here free to put another crate or a box bin or something like that, maybe even the sup. Happy days. This is so much easier. Now I don't have to break my back to get to the stuff that's in the back of the garage, in the back of the storage area. Cool. You know what to do.